Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah. All praises to Allah. We send peace and salutations upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. We're going to return back to your questions, inshallah, after this short interview. We're having Fadilat Sheikh Shamsuddeen from an organization called Hope for You, Hope for You Foundation, doing amazing service in helping community nationally and internationally. Let's get to know more about Hope for You and their message for today, inshallah. Sheikh Shamsuddeen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh Sami.
Barakallah feek. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your efforts. May Allah increase you in khair. May Allah Azza wa Jal continue to use you for the help and support of the Ummah. Allahumma ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Sheikh Shamsuddeen, in the beginning, give us shed some light on the organization, when it was founded, and tell us more about Hope for You.
Jazakallah, Sheikh Sami, and thanks to the Hilaal TV channel for affording us this opportunity. Alhamdulillah, we started this organization, as mentioned many times on many of the interviews on TV, from our home about 8-9 years ago, where we started looking at the need for the local communities in KZN and the requirement for the local Muslims, specifically in the black areas, where we found there was a huge support that was required. Many of them had reverted into Islam, but there was no support structure thereafter. And alhamdulillah, or there was less of a support structure. So what we did as a family, we got together, we went to the local masjid, which is in Kwamashu, and we started teaming up with Sheikh Imam Bilal. And then we started, slowly started with 30 to 50 hampers, in the first month, and steadily grew it year by year, month by month. Got involved with some of the ladies, some of the orphan kids, as well as some of the widows in those areas. And confidently it grew up to 200 to 500. Alhamdulillah, we can comfortably say throughout nationally, we're covering about 800 to 1,000 hampers nationally. And together with it, the foundation has now been requested to assist in soup kitchens. So we cover a lot of soup kitchens, both in South Africa, locally, as well as some of the neighboring countries in terms of the soup kitchen side of it. So we provide the need and the meat and the funding for that type of facility. And together with it, we've also done local projects with bread. So we support a lot of churches and a lot of non-Muslim organizations as well with a lot of bread initiatives. And that bread initiative is done purely on the sake of, for Allah's sake. The foundation is based on humanitarian aid. It's a Muslim organization, but it's not a Muslim for Muslims only. So alhamdulillah, we've gone to the humanitarians at large, humanity at large. And we found that throughout the course of this establishment of the foundation, many people have pulled us in different directions to assist in many different causes. So we steadily grew in this foundation phase. And alhamdulillah, about 2 years ago, we officially registered the foundation, and we obviously got our NPO, NGO, Section 18 and so forth, because I believe that's the requirement of the time. And through that, we've also found that in the last year, when we went through to Syria, and in Turkey, when we had the first, the earthquake, the Hope for You Foundation, alhamdulillah, through Allah's fazl and God's will, we were there to help the people in Syria and in Turkey in the first night. And we then grew a second committee, and a lot of volunteers joined me as far as from Norway, Cape Town, Joburg, Durban. The guys joined us, and alhamdulillah, we went into, for the month of Ramadan, we joined into Syria. We crossed the border. We went into looking at a place called Idlib. We managed to cater for over 7,000 or 8,000 families, respectively, in terms of the volume of people throughout the distribution. So it was done locally, it was done in Turkey, it was done in Syria. And we found it's so heartbreaking, and it's so moving when you see these type of scenarios. It just actually makes you more of a human to appreciate what you have locally. And we found that people, widows, orphans, the normal general business guy, the person looking for an opportunity to earn some bread in Syria, it's so bad. The country has gone back 20 years at least, in terms of the struggle they're facing. And the little hampers that we put together, alhamdulillah, the foundation did a lot of work in terms of getting this organized. We worked with local organizations in Syria and in Turkey to actually make this effort, successful. And alhamdulillah, I think that's how we grew the foundation, alhamdulillah, locally and internationally.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you success, Allahumma ameen, and may you grow from strength to strength. And as I always say, with sincerity, Allah Azza wa Jal open the doors and it will grow inshallah. أخلص النية تفتح لك الفتوحات. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala support you and help you and support those who support. والله في عون العبد ما دام العبد في عون أخيه. Allah Azza wa Jal will be in the aid and support of those who support others. These organizations like Hope for You and others as well, they are just vehicles. But the one who's doing the work is you, the community, the viewers who are watching me right now. You want to help the people of Syria, the people of Turkey, people nationally and internationally. Then such organizations like that, they give you the opportunity. They help you. We try to bring you and shed some light on these organizations, but you the one who make the work, inshallah. May Allah Azza wa Jal enable you so that you can help and so that you can do khair to help those organizations to continue doing this amazing and sterling work. Allahumma ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Sheikh Shamsuddeen, I would like to ask you also about your efforts in Syria and Turkey, and currently there are lots of incidents happening in Morocco as well, I believe, and Libya. Is there any kinds of projects directed to those areas?
So, Sheikh, Alhamdulillah, thanks for giving us that the question on the Morocco and Libya. What has happened, Sheikh? Last week when we heard about the earthquakes in Morocco, Alhamdulillah, the Hope for You Foundation, in conjunction with this jacket, as you can see, it's a jacket called Sadaqatashi. It's a company which we tied an agreement with in Turkey. It's a joint affiliation. It's a collaboration between the two parties in terms of the foundations. Alhamdulillah, when I was there last month in Turkey to do again a Syria drive, we joined an agreement, and part of the understanding with this group of humanitarian aid is that when they give you an honorable jacket like this, it means they have made you one of them, alhamdulillah, and I've given them one of ours. So we've become in the brotherhood of Islam. The ikhwa was so strong and so solid that alhamdulillah they took us in as an humanitarian aid with an extension into their facility, and we do the extension for them in Africa as well. So together the Sheikh Oran and his team and Sheikh Evet and his team have allowed us to work together in Libya and in Morocco. Alhamdulillah, we've managed to save just over, I think, in providing service in the Atlas Mountains, in Tifletin, which is the highest part of the mountain in Morocco. We've managed to serve a lot of people who have had this hardship of this earthquake, and yet we see so much of hospitality. Heartbreaking. And as the video is playing, one of our key challenges was when we met a young man, and again the videos are on live. It's on our websites. It's fully exposed as to where we are and what we're currently doing. And in Morocco, we had this one father who lost his kids with his wife, all huddled up together under the rubble. And when they unpacked it, you could see the whole family together. It was just so heartbreaking, so heart moving. And I think with that, we've seen that there's a great opportunity for us to actually do further work in assisting the people of Morocco. And we consequently, in tandem, the dam walls broke down in Libya with an extreme big storm in Derna. And alhamdulillah, yesterday the Sarkatashi team, together with the Hope for You Foundation, have left for Libya. And alhamdulillah, today we are reaching Libya to start the extension work to, obviously, people have seen the videos, it's out on the YouTube, it's out on the internet. You see the devastation. It's absolutely pandemonium. It's set up now, it's over 6,000 people have lost their lives. Alhamdulillah, it's just been one catastrophe. And there's, the humanitarian aid, alhamdulillah, with the Muslim brothers around the world. With this group, we've joined and partnered. There is such great opportunity for us to do more. Obviously, we are responsible for collecting the funds from the local communities. We therefore then put our funds into the trust with the local organization, and the proof is quite clear. We then supported by showing the videos and showing the extent of the work that has been done. And alhamdulillah, today I can say comfortably we've touched at least over 30,000 lives nationally with regards to the Morocco as well as the Libya and Syria. Alhamdulillah. So it's great work, and we're asking everybody to follow us on our websites. Our details are there on Facebook, social medias. Our banking details are there. We're asking people to assist us, and through this platform, all we can do is dig deep, think for the next person. It's a simple attribute that we should have as humans, to care for the next person. Alhamdulillah, all we're asking for is support, inshallah, to make these efforts to go forward. There's been an earthquake also in Indonesia, but alhamdulillah, there's only so much we can do as foundations. And yet again, our success is based upon our intention, and more importantly, to the will of Allah, and lastly, with the support of our fellow humankind.
Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala support you and grant you success, Fadilat Sheikh. And maybe finally, you can share with us some contact details, or how can people support and help Hope for You?
Alhamdulillah, the call number, I'll read the number out to you. It's 084 786 2530. One more time, it's 084 786 2530. It's a WhatsApp and a mobile number. Alhamdulillah, again on the website is www.hopeforyoufoundation.com. We have a donation form on there. You can register the donation. You can do it weekly, you can do it monthly, you can do it once off. And alhamdulillah, that's the way you can reach us on Instagram as well, and on social media. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward Fadilat Sheikh and accept from you all the beautiful efforts. Allahumma ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Shukran jazilan for joining us this morning. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you and bless you. Barakallah feekum.
Ameen. Jazakallah, Sheikh. Jumu'ah Mubarak to you and your viewers.
Barakat you too. Barakallah feek. Jazakallah khair al jaza. Right, this was Fadilat Sheikh Shamsuddeen from the organization Hope for You. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us a lot of hope in our hearts. Many hope that can help us, inshallah, to support others and to help others. Allahumma ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen. We're taking a short break. We'll come back after the break, inshallah.